Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Chef Lance with DejaFood And Decor TV. As always, you know I have to say hello to all of my Deja foodies. And if this is your first time watching my channel, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button right now so that you can become a part of the DejaFood And Decor family, as well as that notification bell so that you can see when new videos are loaded right here at DejaFood And Decor TV. I hope everyone is having a safe weekend. I know a lot of people are quarantined or do currently have a curfew for their residential areas. But that being said, if you are out, definitely be safe. Carry any protective gear that you possibly have, and definitely make sure that you are trying to prevent the spread of this pandemic. So a couple of people have inboxed me and asked me for a recipe video for my Rasta pasta with very simple ingredients that you already may have at your home. After all, COVID-19 is forcing people to do things that they don't normally do. Like grocery shop, like cook. Some of you even find it difficult that now you actually have to watch your kids.
Say one more thing. I'm a pimp slap.
But guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on getting home and getting in front of the TV and actually enjoying some Netflix. So if you have not watched on Madam CJ Walker, you might want to do so. I'm going to try to come back today so that we can talk about it. But if not, I'll definitely come back tomorrow with a review. Let's get into the recipe. As promised, you guys, this is a super simple recipe. You just need some roasted tomatoes, some penne pasta. You can use chicken breast or shrimp, but I'm actually using both. A variation of color peppers. On here, I have some Parmesan cheese and heavy whipping cream. But listen, if you have Alfredo sauce, that'll substitute, and some coconut milk just to give you that rich island taste. You'll also need some jerk marinade, or I'm going to show you later in the video a jerk sauce that's very good. And then, of course, I have some olive oil. And as always, you'll have some salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to start this recipe outside and then I'm going to bring it in. But of course, you can make this entire recipe right on your stovetop. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with a heated pan, and we're going to go ahead and put some olive oil in that pan, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and get a good sear on our peppers. So now once that oil gets to a good temperature, you want to go ahead and add in your multicolored peppers that you've chopped up. Go ahead and start to give those a whirl. I'm sorry, you guys, I actually do have a red onion in here as well. And I didn't say that in the ingredients, but I do have a red onion in the pan as well. You can see here I'm just giving a little bit of sea salt. And I didn't get into the actual portions because I'm making two large pans, which I know may be a little bit larger than what you guys would be making for your own home. And I'm also adding in some black pepper. And then you want to just mix those peppers around and give them time to all saute. Here you just see me adding in a couple of cloves of garlic that I've actually chopped up. And then we'll go ahead and get the garlic all mixed up with those peppers as they saute. So now you're going to push the peppers to the side and add a little bit more olive oil into the center of your pan. And you're going to go ahead and add in whatever meat you'll actually be putting into your Rasta pasta. Now, right here, I'm actually adding in some shrimp. But if you're not using shrimp and you're using chicken breast, you will cube your chicken breast and you will add your chicken breast to the pan, because you want to pan sear that chicken breast in that olive oil that has all of that great flavor from those peppers and the garlic that you've added to your pan. Once you've actually allowed your meat to pan sear, this is when you're going to put in your jerk seasonings. Now, it's not necessary for you to do a lot of seasonings pre the jerk seasoning, because the jerk seasoning is going to give you all the flavor along with that coconut milk for the dish. So you just want to add in your jerk seasoning. And I'm going to show you really quickly the jerk seasoning that I'm using because we're on quarantine. So I just wanted to get something fast, but it worked really well. You want to add a small amount of your jerk seasoning into your fry so that everything begins to get the flavor of the jerk. You want the meat to get the flavor of the jerk as well as the peppers. And once everything has that rich jerk flavor protruding through the peppers and the shrimp. You want to open the pan back up because here is where you want to add in your fire roasted tomatoes. Now, I just wanted to say to you guys, I've made this recipe with and without fire roasted tomatoes. So if you're more concerned about a more creamy base, you can leave out the fire roasted tomatoes. But if you want that authentic Rasta pasta taste, you want to put in the fire roasted tomatoes. You want to go ahead and mix all of those ingredients up in your pan and just give all of the flavors time to marry together, because it's now time to make the cream base for your sauce. Now we're going to make it all in the same pan, so you're going to do the same thing. Once you've gotten all of your ingredients coated and with that flavor, you want to open the pan back up because we're going to make our cream base right inside the pan. Okay guys, so here is where you're going to make your cream base. What I suggest is that you use a half can of coconut milk, as you see me putting in here. But then for your other half, you can either use the Alfredo sauce, as I've stated, if you didn't have the heavy whipping cream and the Parmesan cheese, or you could add the heavy whipping cream in with the coconut milk. So let me just make sure we're clear. You can add in the coconut milk and your heavy whipping cream, or you can add the coconut milk and your Alfredo sauce if you don't have the heavy whipping cream. Okay, this is when we're going to add our cream base into our sauce. Then going to turn the heat down to a low simmer, and you're going to allow this time to actually thicken. It's going to thicken on its own. Now, I told you guys I was doing this for an order, so I actually did pan-sear chicken aside from the shrimp. So I'm going to add my chicken into my recipe, and then I'm going to allow this time to all simmer down. Whether you chose to use the heavy whipping cream or the Alfredo sauce, this is a great time that you can add a little bit of the Parmesan cheese into your mixture, just to help thicken and give that sauce a good cheesy coat when you add your noodles. Once you've given that time to simmer down and you've boiled your noodles, aside from making your sauce, and drain those noodles, you can combine the noodles with this rich and creamy sauce, and you can actually serve it just like that. But what I actually do is I actually combine my noodles with my sauce, and I add additional Parmesan cheese, and I actually let it set in the oven.
Never ending. In the midst of this hell, it was just me. At the peak of my highs, it was just me. Everything I believed, it was all me. I love me.
So guys, listen, I finally got my gas. If you enjoyed this recipe video, definitely give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section. And again, if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now to become a part of the DejaFood and Decor TV family. Guys, stay safe, wash your hands, and you have a delicious day.